said tonight. I don't have a job to find, and if I were tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I were tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. When I'm home.
Introducing GeForce TV. GeForceTV.net is your new source for action overload. Featuring free live programming year-round and countless hours of on-demand video, GeForce TV will be your first stop whenever you want to see the latest and hottest racing action. See live Friday Night Excitement weekly from Washougal Speedway, and watch the stars of tomorrow make a name for themselves during Thursday night's live microsprint racing. GeForce TV is also the new home for Rivals Race Chat. Watch weekly as Clinton Jeffrey and Adam Ross discuss all the hot topics in the world of motorsports. For iRacing fans, GeForce TV has you covered with hours of live broadcasting from Rivals and GeForce TV racing leagues. GeForce TV promises to deliver motorsports, esports, and action sports you want to see, along with talk shows and vlogs to keep you connected to the lifestyle you love. Visit GeForceTV.net today to subscribe for free. Sit back, hold on, and feel the G's on GeForce TV.
Hi, good evening, welcome, man, Dirt fans. Tonight, well, it's going to be a good one here as we kick off the season tonight for our Renegades series, the GeForce Racing League, and that would be the Southern Patio Enclosures Renegade series here tonight. And we're here for heat race number 1 and the cruise shop, fw.com. I'll tell you what, I'm very familiar with them. That's John Hine out there, who is definitely, he sports those guys a lot there, Doug. He's been with them for a while and actually did a number of other leagues with them there. And man, hey, if you're looking for a cruise or a vacation, check them out.
Honeymoon, a little late for you on that one. And weddings, they do that stuff too. Disney tours, all that stuff. I mean, whatever you want to do, you want escorts, you want to do your own deal. They are the people. The cruise shop, fw.com. Thanks, John, for sponsorship.
Absolutely. I tell you what,
he's on the pole here too. I just noticed that. Sorry.
That's right. Out front, John Hine out front here on their first heat race tonight. It's it's good to be back here with the 360 wing sprints here. Obviously got some great sponsors on board, a whole new set here, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize if I kind of say something. I've got my sheet in front of me here. We will get it right. I mean, last season we had a whole slew of great ones there on board. A couple of them still back with us again. But obviously Southern Patio Enclosures, definitely want to appreciate them guys coming on board. And, they're residential or commercial. They'll get you set up if you want a good enclosure or whatnot. They're awesome to deal with. But man, heat racing. Man, excited, pumped up here because you know how I like this flying around the dirt, man. These guys kicking up the mud. We're about to see it here in Heat Race 1.
one of our favorite tracks, the dirt track in Charlotte, 360 sprints, another one of the favorite divisions for all the competitors. That's why we've got a good field tonight. 4 qualifying heat races coming at you with John Hine, Aiden Young on the front row.
Absolutely, John Hine right there. Man out front, Aiden Young, the youngster. Brandon Schultz there along with him, and Ross Parente sitting up in 4. John Short. Nothing short about him, though. He's going to see if he can get up the field here. Pace truck's in. The green flag's about to fly. We're going dirty here tonight. Charlotte Motor Speedway, my backyard. Here we go. As they slowly march around 2 by 2 formation. The green flag flies. John Hine, he gets that boat rolling into turn 1 or 3 wide in the back, though.
Yeah, Cornito up in the number 2 spot. Good start for him down on the inside, able to get by Aiden Young. I was watching the practice. Get ready for slide jobs, and more slide jobs here tonight.
Absolutely, Aiden Young. He's trying to put a slider on to hang on to second place, but Ross has other plans as he puts it on the inside and takes second away from it. And you got to look that 4th place spot. That's the transfer there. Oh, Preston Cranmer around. He's down there mowing the grass in the infield.
Never good to be mowing the grass in a dirt track. Tough break for him as he's now out of the mix. In that last spot, Brandon Schultz, loved that car, easy to score. You're going to think it's a 1, but there's actually a 93 after it. He is in 4th and going for 3rd, trying to look to the inside of Young. Now he'll chase it up and go to the top side.
Got it on the back end of that cush bar. See if we can't put pressure on him to try to take 3rd place. John Hine, though, right there. He's hoping nobody pucks a hole in the back end of that boat there for the crew shop, FW.com here of Heat Race 1. He's got Ross all over his back end.
And, of course, these are sprint cars. They punch a big hole through the wind, so you don't want to get up on somebody's back bumper. You lose the front wing, you lose the front end. Car pushes up in the corner. Up to 3rd now, Brandon Schultz, as we watch that battle for lead.
Yeah, Aiden Young, though, falls back to 4th. Got John Short trying to see if he can't reel him in. Going to hook him and see. We'll have to look there. Larry Moody hanging on the backside. Got Blake Chapman, who is just outside looking in. He's back in the Skittle Mobile out there in 7th. But again, Ross, he is trying everything he can. Right now, everybody's just being patient, I think, as here on the heat race number 1.
And, of course, the track has changed a lot. We watched it during the earlier practice sessions, and I'm surprised everybody's running down low pretty much right here. Everybody was running the top of the practice to down low here in the heat race.
Yeah, they are down low as they come out of turn 4. Final time. Looks like John Hine's going to do it. Actually, down to turn 3 and 4, and Ross is going to try it. Out of 4, nope. John's going to get him. John
nice
got
job.
it, Ross, and Aiden Young ends up in the 4th. That brings us into our heat race number 2. That would be 2W's Plumbing and Contracting. Now, we talked about these guys the other night. That's again, obviously it was Chris Whipple who brings that service to us, and they're up there in your area, New York City.
Naples, New York is where they are. Full service company. They do water treatment for commercial, residential, multifamily housing. Family owned too. 10 years experience. So make sure to do them. Of course, like all these guys, 24-hour emergency service as well. 2W's Plumbing LLC.com.
Yeah, I'll have to see if we can start putting all those .coms in the description of the GeForce TV over on YouTube. And folks, I'll tell you what, appreciate y'all tuning in here at GeForce TV here tonight.
Thank
Obviously
you.
over on the OSR network side of things too. What's up, Tom? How you doing out there? Steve Shaw. Hey guys, I had to come over here, and I don't know why it is doing that on their side on the YouTube. It did it the other night. And I'm not 100% sure why it's doing that on YouTube, because everything on my end is fine. I had to get up with Spencer one night, see what's going on that side there, because I went back afterwards too, just to get rid of, don't want to get too far off the subject, but I went back afterwards and watched the the replay afterwards, and it was fine. So I don't know. Yeah, well, I don't know. So I have to, I might have to get with Spence and maybe see what comes some of the settings he's got going on there, and see if him can't put two minds together and do what's happening on that. Because obviously, if it's running great on the Facebook, that's what I'm saying. If it's running great on Facebook, it should, because I'm multi-streaming. If it's obviously something on my end, it should affect both ends of it. I've had that happen, believe me, there, Doug, and I've had Steve. I've had nights where, holy cow, I wanted to pull my hair out. Yeah, so maybe I need to get up with him and see what kind of settings he's got on that event and whatnot. But either way, man, we're running. Heat race number 2, 2W's Plumbing's out here tonight. Michael Redding is another one, teammate there to Aiden Young. Boy, he knows how to fly around in these 360 sprints. Oh, but he's around. Wait a minute, he held on to it.
Almost saved it. Into the wall was a 35 of Connor Ross back there in 6th. But nice job there by Jack Clevenger to miss all the trouble in front of him and scoot into the lead.
Absolutely, man. Right there on the inside, Kyle Mooney, though, hanging on to the 3rd place. Jess Bandy right there up into the 4th. He's got the final transfer spot. You see the lights, man, on here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the dirt track here. I'll tell you what, awesome facility. You got across from it. You got, obviously, Charlotte Motor Speedway, the NASCAR track. Then you've got the Z-Max Raceway over there, the 4 wide nationals that they have
I love
there.
that event.
What's loud? Wow.
There in Indy are the only places that they do that 4Y stuff. So, Jess Bandy was in trouble there for a minute. Lane Snook was under him, but all of a sudden Bandy's running a better line. Snook's falling back as top 4 run nose, actually top 5 now running nose to tail.
Absolutely. Right there, you got Jess Bandy up in the 4th, and he's hanging on that final transfer. You see Kyle Mooney here. He's trying to see if he can't reel in Michael Redden. A little contact between him and Jack Clevenger. Clevenger's out front. Right now, Kyle's looking to see if he can't check anything, but we're seeing everybody, like you said earlier, they're moving down low. But I do see the cars are starting to maybe slide up the track a little bit. Maybe the track's starting to get a little slick.
Yes, it is. And, of course, let's be honest. I think if you were to poll most of these drivers, and you could probably speak better to this than I could, Joe, just from my limited knowledge, I would think sprints is what most people turn most of their laps in, don't they?
A lot of it. Late model sprints is what. Oh, contact between Kyle and Michael Redden. And Michael Redden just got shot up the track into the wall. Boy, they just put him up there and sent him out to pasture. Just like that. He's inside out looking in. Oh, wow. I mean, that was on the final turn. That was a final turn. Tough break, like you said. Yeah, so, hey, you can still have the bump and run even here in the sprint cars. That brings us up into Heat Race 3 here tonight, folks. Schultz Heating and Cooling, Heat Race 3 here, and the last one there were 2W's Plumbing. I appreciate those guys, but I'll tell you what, here tonight, Mike Schultz, he does an awesome job there with his heating, Schultz Heating and Cooling, and I like how they say they are the HVAC experts located in Landsberg, New York.
All the way up in the right north. You can't get any further north and you can't get any further east. If you look at a map of New York, that up there in Plattsburgh, about 20 miles away from Montreal, actually. So they're good. 20 years experience. It's so nice to have them on.
Well, absolutely. And I tell you what, we talked about that the other night and week. Obviously up there, boy, y'all about to get really cold weather, which I mean it's turning winter everywhere. It is cold, so get your furniture, heater or anything there serviced and looked at. And if you're in that New York area, obviously check those guys out. Yeah, Schultz Heating and Cooling is our Heat Race number 3, and it's been interesting. It's been some exciting. That last one was, and I know Michael Reddy is probably, I gotta. It looks like Kevin Fry for some reason. He was up front and he's falling back to the back. Oh, he might have had a penalty he had to serve. I know they have penalties in the league, and sometimes I'll read through them.
I see it.
Yeah,
EOL penalty. Yes.
Yeah, I need to look at them more. I kind of don't get into that side of it too much because drivers will be drivers. That's
but now we know why he's in the back. It's just that simple. We're not going to comment on what it was or speculate, but happens to everybody one time or another. You do something where they say no.
Get in trouble, and just like I was about to say with Michael Reddy. Now I understand he's probably fuming over that a little bit. A little out of turn forward, and he just pretty much just got punched into the wall. But I tell you, that's what makes it exciting for us up here and the viewers out there. Hope y'all appreciate it all. Here we're at the Renegade Series 2, folks, and this is the main one here for the 360. These guys you got to work your way up. Remember, we had the Raiders and the Rebels earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Those guys, and the one interesting thing about that, the Rebels early on were on a fixed setup, and the Rebels, the Raiders. We're on a fixed setup. The Rebels are now, and the Renegades are on open setup, so that kind of gives us an idea. And we're 3 wide for 4th place already. Green flag.
Wow, this is a good race again. This is the cream of the crop, guys. These are the ones that got the most laps. They're the ones that put on the great shows. Look at the battle for second now. As down on the inside is Langerman, and there goes the 661 of Terry Landis racing with Matt Ramsey in the 45. Look at this racing. This is awesome.
Well, I'll tell you what, Slide Job City going on down there now on the inside. Chris still hanging on a 4th place, but it's a 3 wide toss-up right there. He's up high, down low. You got Terry Landis, Kevin Fry, who started in the back. He's making no bones about it. He is trying to come through the front. He's up the 5th. He's going to make this show if he can get around that Chris Steele.
Yeah, I'm looking at Kevin Fry right now. He's just right behind Chris Steele. Steele working the wheel a little bit more at this point as he sits in fourth. But now, here goes down low, Kevin Fry. Slide.
Man, slide job, and then it's going to be a crossover. I call that the do-si-do move right there. Chris Steele made it look beautiful. He said, what you can do, I can do better. And the man of steel right there in fourth place, hanging on to that final transfer spot. Terry, I'm going to try it. Grappio. I think that is how it's said. They've told me several times. Grappio. He's told me several times. I know he'll tell me several more for the series over. And I finally got it there one time, but I haven't said it in a while. That's one of those names you have to say for a while. But looks like everybody's calmed down right now. Kind of single file here for the Schultz Heating and Cooling Heat Race number 3 here tonight. Chris Steele, white flag. Yeah, he's got a good lead. Wow, you got Maximum. And Maximum's hanging on to second. Matt Ramsey's there in third.
Oh, here we go. Try for the pass for fourth.